Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is November 5th, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. For those who are new, the first time hit my YouTube channel, I like to talk about online reselling. I like to share the news with you guys. I also do the Let's Talk eBay segment. So if you are a seller, an online seller, you're thinking about selling on eBay, or if you are a seasoned seller on eBay like I am, then you may want to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the latest news and updates of what's going on in the e-commerce world. My YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, is to help, inspire, and share. I call it the His Initiative. So if you want to know more about what's going on within eBay, and I share good information with you guys, I get it right from viable websites, well, at least they're viable to me, through Google Alerts, and I also get them through email notifications. I have to pick and choose the information I want to share with you guys, but I rest assured the information I put out there is good information. And the most important thing when it comes to hitting my YouTube channel for the first time, or if you are a subscriber that's been with me for quite some time now, is that you guys get a takeaway from it. Very important to me. Of anything, outside of the subscribing, to subscribe to my channel, the most important thing is that you get a takeaway from visiting my channel. I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys are busy out there, and I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to hear me out. I will put out information that's going to help you and not hinder you. Okay. The purpose of this channel is that is one of the reasons why I created this channel, is to keep you guys abreast of what's going on out there in the e-commerce world. Okay. Now I got some windows opened up, and before I get started, rather than going through the whole disclaimer thing, the websites that I'm showing you guys, I do not have any affiliate links with them whatsoever. I get them through Google Alerts, and like I said earlier, I get them through email notifications. So I do not make any money when I tell you guys to go directly to the sites. It's because they have active hyperlinks, and in order to activate those active hyperlinks, you need to go directly to the website. I rest assured, if I had any affiliate links, I'd be upfront and honest with you guys and tell you, if you click it on, I'm going to get a little kickback. I'm not. I don't. This is free. I like to put out free information. Maybe one day in the near future, not too near future, I would like to eventually, maybe I would put something out there that may be of help to you guys, and maybe that I could monetize off it. Only it would be in regards to supporting this channel. Okay, right now my channel is not monetized. In order to get this channel monetized, I need at least 1,000 subscribers, which I'm working there, I'm getting there. It would help with you guys out there. If I can get this channel monetized, get it up to 1,000 subscribers, that'd be my milestone. If I can get it done before before the new year starts, which I don't know, it's kind of like a really close time frame here. Today is November 5th already, right? But that would be pretty cool if I could hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. It'd be really good for this channel. It'd also be good for me too, because it lets me know that not only do I have 1,000 subscribers, but that's 1,000 people I can get information out to. You know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate you guys, really. And if this is the first time, I hope you like me. I hope you like the content you put out. On this channel, I do not discuss religion or politics, and there's no profanity whatsoever on it. So I consider it a clean, safe kid channel. Okay. So I know you guys are busy. I know I made a long-winded intro here. I'm sorry. Let's get to the news. I got some interesting stuff I want to share with you towards the end of it, and then we'll hopefully close this video out. I don't know how long it's going to be, folks. For those who follow me, I know sometimes I say I'm going to keep the videos. I'm going to try to keep them short, but I have so much stuff I want to share with you guys. I just want to put it out there. I just want to get that information out to you guys out there, and it's hard to, take something like an hour's worth of content and, make it cryptic where it's going to be 10, 15 minutes. I can't do it. There's just too much stuff out there. People might say, well, why don't you just shorten your segment and just instead of putting so much information out there, maybe you can keep it short, I don't know. It's just me. The more the information, the more you know. Like I do when I do the Let's Talk eBay, the more you know. That's basically here. The more you know, it can only help you. So without further ado, let's get right to the windows. Oh, and by the way, I will say this. I will give you the URLs. If I said it early in the beginning, I'm sorry if I did. If I'm repeating myself, I do apologize. I will give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. I will expand on each topic a little on each site I click open, and I'm not going to read it verbatim. because like I said, then we'll be here for a long, long time, okay? So just wanted to throw that out there. So when I open up the window, and I like to throw out the dates as well, okay? All right, let's get to the windows here. Let's get to the websites. Okay, the next 5 pages are going to be from e-commerce bytes. So let me give the URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. This story came out November 4th, 2020. It says eBay seller gets a surprise bill for FedEx shipping. An eBay seller received a surprise bill this week, adding to the chronic reports that the marketplace sometimes overcharges sellers for FedEx through its shipping label program. When she called about her eBay invoice, a customer service rep told her that eBay raised the price of FedEx labels from $14 it displayed when she printed the labels to $36, presumably never notifying her of the post-transaction changes to her fees. Because supposedly, this was because the boxes were bigger than reported, but I know absolutely that the measurements were correct. She told e-commerce bytes, I use a tape measure on each of them, and I've been at this for 20 years and never had a problem with USPS add accurate measurements. She also goes on to say here, she also said that eBay's invoice didn't make it clear why she was charged extra because she is now enrolled in managed payments, apparently making it more difficult to see the details of the charges. And then it goes on to say here, readers, please feel free to weigh in on whether that's the case with your invoices through managed payments. Now, I don't know if you guys are using managed payments. I didn't opt into it. As a matter of fact, before this pandemic thing came into place and took place, I called up the eBay teammate and I told them I do not want to be opted in the managed payments. Now, I don't know if you guys are. Now, there are a couple people I follow on YouTube that are eBay sellers, and some of them say they're on managed payment and they like it. They had no problems with it whatsoever. It works fine for them. I don't know. It's kind of like wishy-washy to me. Like I said, I've been on eBay for over 20 years, and for the time I've been on eBay, I don't know. I can't say exactly if that was the payment process, but I believe PayPal was the payment process back then. I've been with them ever since. Okay, let's put it that way. Never had a problem with them. Never had an issue with them. Okay. I'm going to stick with them as long as I can. Now, I don't know if you guys are out there, if any people are out there that are using the managed payment service that eBay provides to sellers and buyers, of course. If you guys want to share your experience with us, please drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Do you like it, despise it, whatever? Let us know. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. I'm not going to expand too much, like I said earlier. I'm not going to expand too much on the topic. This here is to keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on, like I said in my intro, just to make you aware what's going on within the e-commerce world, so to speak. If you want to come back to check this out or these stories, that's why I gave you URL. Go to e-commerce bytes, okay? And that's where you can pick up this information. The story you're looking for is eBay seller gets surprise bill for FedEx shipping. We're going to close that window out and we're going to move right along, okay? Here's another one came out November 4th. This story goes on to say eBay to launch a new 75-cent shipping option. It goes on to say eBay accidentally published information about a new shipping option. It'll roll out called eBay Standard Envelope. This is suitable for ephemera. Ephemera, yeah. I believe that's ephemera, if I'm not mistaken. Ephemera. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I'm sorry. I think that's like for old photos and old type of things nostalgic that were back in the way back when, so to speak. You could read up on it. I know it deals something with it has something to do with like that. They're like old stamps and stuff along that line. I could be wrong. If I am, you could correct me. Just drop the comment below and say, Rich, you're wrong. This is what it's all about. But if I'm not mistaken, that's what I believe that ephemera is. I've seen, matter of fact, we talked about ephemera. I was watching Market Warriors. I don't know if you guys knew what Market Warriors was. It was a show that was on PBS. It just come on, I think, on Tuesdays or Mondays, whatever it was. It's another show like Antique Roadshow, and they had a segment where they would talk about ephemera. And there was one guy there. I don't know his name, who it was. He was very, knowledgeable about that's ephemera stuff. So if I could find that clip, I'll try to put it on it. But I can't say I'm going to guarantee to find it. But if I could, I could give you the URL and you could check it out and you could read more into it. You may be interested in stuff like that. If you never watch Market Warriors, you really should check it out. Maybe I could drop a link in there, and you guys could check it out at your leisure. It really is good. I love the show. I think it used to come on, I think, right after Antique Roadshow. And the people that are on there are really, I like the people that were on there and stuff like that. And it's really good. It really opens your eyes up as far as like what's out there, what could be worth money and stuff. It's really good. You got to check it out. If I get the link, if I don't forget, I'll drop the link and you can check it out. All right. Anyway, it goes on to say here, it's a solution sellers have been seeking when shipping lightweight items such as stamps, postcards through eBay will restrict the categories for which it can be used. It will start with trading cards with a total value of under $20. Okay, it goes on to say here, at 75 cents, it's more expensive than mailing the item with the first class 55-cent stamp, but it offers tracking, which is required by eBay in order for sellers to receive certain protections when a claim arises. You know, it's like that old saying, penny wise, dollar fool. If it's going to cost you some additional money for this, but you got a little peace of mind, I like the idea that it's going to be offered with tracking on here, right? Is that what they said? Yeah, it'll offer tracking, which is good. I mean, you know, we all know the Postal Service is anteing up their postage. I don't know if they're going to have a postage increase this January coming up, or if they did already. I don't know. You know, you got to expect that to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, for me, me personally, I'm considered a frugal entrepreneur and very conservative when it comes to spending money. I wouldn't think that would be a big deal. Maybe to some people it is, but to me it wouldn't. You know, I like the little peace of mind. It goes on to say here, eBay described this option as the lower cost way to ship small, lightweight items with tracking included. I think it's pretty good. I have to honestly say, you know, I think that's a good call on eBay's part. If you want to read more into it, like I said, folks, I'm just going to read little parts of this here because I want to keep moving right along, and that's the story you want to check into. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this story came out November 2nd, 2020. It says eBay changes guaranteed delivery dates midstream. Goes on to say someone wrote to Ina Steiner. For those who don't know, Ina Steiner is she is the co-founder of E-Commerce Bytes, and she's also the editor. So that's who they refer to when they write to Dear Ina. It goes, Dear Ina, today I noticed that the product I bought on eBay October 24th originally had a guaranteed delivery date of October 30th and made a note of it. Lo and behold, today, the guaranteed delivery date had suddenly changed to November 2nd. You know, I did a video a couple days back on this here. I don't know if it was on Let's Talk eBay or the Reseller. With everything going on, folks, I'm sure with the latest news going on with the election, like I said, I don't talk about politics and religion on my YouTube channel, but there's been kind of crazy things going on with the Postal Service. Let me just share this with you. I have ordered supplies. Seriously, this is no joke, and I'm not just saying this to fill up the time here, air time here, or whatever. I ordered a couple boxes, different size boxes from the Postal Service website, and I think I ordered the 9x12, whatever it is, 9x12 envelopes, whatever, 9.5x11 padded envelopes. That was, no exaggeration, about 3 weeks ago. Maybe even longer. When you go to that site to print out for supply, and they're free supplies, mind you, it'll tell you, something gives you like a little notification that it's going to be a 5 or 10 or 5 or whatever it's delayed, 5 or 7 day delivery date. Late. In other words, it's going to be late. It's like you're not going to get it on time. I have no problem with that. But to this date, I'm still waiting for it. I mean, I gave up on it right now. I don't need the stuff. But if I did, I mean, that's crazy. And they didn't even notify me by email, and because I signed up for that service, they notify by email and say, hey, we're having there's a shortage on supplies, or there's going to be a delay in shipping. Nobody ever got back to me on it, but I'm just trying to share that information with you guys. But there you have it. Still never got my stuff. So let's read a little more in here. It goes on to say this is the second time I've noticed this happen. It's not right for eBay to move the goalposts on its own voluntary program. They're trying to avoid giving out too many vouchers, Theo. Now, I don't know what he's referring to vouchers here. Where's he talking here? All right, yeah, guaranteed delay. I don't really know what he's referring to as far as the vouchers volunteer program. I'm just seeing here, just recapping No, let me just see. It says note from editor. It says for those not familiar with the program, eBay promised to make it right if a buyer's order does not arrive by the promised delivery date. Now, remember I was telling you to go directly to the sites. This is what referring to. It's like this bluish purple lettering here. You'll always know it's like that there when you come to this site here. Also, another reason why I tell you go directly to the website is because on the side here they have active hyperlinks. Okay, and you know it's an active hyperlink when you see mouse cursor, it's an arrow. When you hover over it, it turns to a hand. Those are active hyperlinks. That's what I'm referring to. And this is what I'm saying. Like here, look, disgusted. eBay changes guaranteed delivery dates midstream. That's the story reading now. But these are all active hyperlinks, even the blog archives. See how the arrow turns to a hand? You could read back dates from 2009. Maybe I don't know if it goes any further. I think 2009 is where it would end as far as backtracking. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're referring to as far as giving out vouchers. I don't know what they mean by that. But anyway, we know the deal, what's going on with the shipping, with the postal service. I just hope this. I hope that when the buyers, because the Christmas holiday is going to come up, be right around the corner before you know it. I hope that the buyers will take in consideration with everything going on, with the political thing going on, with the mail-in ballots and delayed and shipments and all that other stuff. Even before this was going on, they had a problem with this. Okay? I hope that buyers will be responsible enough to make their purchases a lot earlier. Seriously. As a matter of fact, I would even start doing it maybe not this week. It's the 5th. I'd maybe the second week in November. Maybe start, if you're going to order stuff from Amazon or eBay, whatever, order it now. If you're going to buy gifts for your loved ones, order it now. Okay? And then, put it away in the attic or whatever until you're ready to pack it up for Christmas. Because I'm telling you, folks, if you're going to order stuff from eBay for to give out for gifts and stuff like that, you might be in for a rude awakening if you don't get your items on time. And what are you going to do? You're going to say you're going to complain to you're going to give the seller a negative feedback. I ordered my stuff on eBay and I didn't get. Hey, with all the news going on, folks, do your shopping early. Super early, especially with this. Look, I ordered supplies from the Postal Service. And it's been over 3 weeks already. I didn't get supplies, and they're free. And people might say, well, man, that's why. Or maybe they ran out of them. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. All I know is, thank God I don't need them. If worst case scenario comes, I got a Walmart right around the area. I can just go buy the supplies there, which I do anyway. But these things, I like to use the priority ship boxes, the box for shipping. And I like the padded envelopes because, like I said, sometimes I use those. And I'm running low on them, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, shop early. Okay, all right, let's move out of here. Here's another one over here that came out November 2nd. Amazon restricts toy sellers during the holidays. For all you Amazon sellers, this pertains to you. All right, let's read a little into this. It says each year since 2006, Amazon placed restrictions on which third-party sellers can sell in the toys and games category. This year, the policy goes into effect today and stays in effect through January 3rd, 2021. Wow. That's interesting. It says over here, but don't assume that all sellers view the policy as a negative, while it can obviously be upsetting to those who are locked out. Others view it as a way to protect the marketplace from shady characters or from sellers who are ill-equipped to provide customers with good service as a sales surge in weeks leading up to Christmas. Then it goes on to say, if you can't do 25 sales in 60 days, then Amazon sees you won't be able to handle a surge in the fourth quarter. One seller wrote on a discussion thread about the policy. Sellers have reported Amazon does make exceptions to the rule. However, another seller said policy exists as a deterrent to sellers who want to do retail arbitrage during the fourth quarter. That's a reference to sellers who buy items at retail stores and resell them as new on Amazon. For those, like I said, they just told you what it's all retail arbitrage is all about. You'll go to department stores like Walmart, what's the other one there? Target, and you'll buy discounted items. People usually do stuff like that, like after the holidays too, because they discount the price because the merchants want to move that stuff out. because, for tax time too, I think they have a thing called inventory floor taxes, where I guess they pay taxes on all the merchandise that's left over, whatever, so they want to move them out. So sometimes they run sales like that, discounted things, and you'll get people such as myself, yourself, if you're a reseller, you'll go into those stores and you'll buy something that was probably once worth $30, $40, $50, whatever. You might get a discount of 20%, 75%, or 50% discount, or you might get it half price. Come home, take pictures, slap it up, and throw it up on eBay, and boom, hopefully you'll make a little profit off it, But that's the whole thing with retail arbitrage. I don't really do that. I tried it one time, and to be honest with you, for what I paid for it for, even with the discounted price, and what I sold it for, I kind of like broke even. So I said, ain't for me. Anyway, all right, so I put this out there for you eBay sellers out there, Amazon sellers. And here's the last page for e-commerce bites. This story came out November 3rd, 2020, how USPS gets delivery signatures during COVID. Goes, online sellers may have heard that the postal carriers are not getting signatures from customers when delivering the package that require them to do so due to social distancing practices in a place response to the pandemic. The U.S. Postal Service has published a reminder to all employees that helps explain the process to those who may be paying USPS for extra signature confirmation and wondering how it works. Interesting. Let's put it this way. When it comes, and I sent some other videos, when it comes to selling any items, I have a threshold of $100. Anything over $100, $100 and above, I will ship an item out with signature delivery confirmation. And for the simple reason is, I only do it with certain things, electronics, like high-end well, I call high-end, laptops, computers, which I don't sell too many computers, but like laptops, cell phones, jewelry, watches, because, well, especially with jewelry, because they're in small boxes and stuff like that, there's a possibility of getting lost. And I couldn't express it enough in my other videos talking about it, because I used to read stories where sellers were saying they sent an item to a buyer and the buyer claimed they never received it. Okay, so I said it's a no-brainer. I would tell people, if you're going to sell certain things, if you have a threshold, mine is over $100, up to anything over $100, I'll use this in delivery confirmation, because first off, if you just use the standard delivery tracking, okay, with priority mail, even with priority mail, even though it's tracked and insured, once the letter carrier gets that package, he scans it in. That's what they do. I watched them. They scan it in, and they'll leave the package at your doorstep, okay, which makes it vulnerable for porch thieves. And let me tell you, around this time of the year, or getting close to Christmas, people do a lot of ordering. I see it around my neighborhood. People get a lot of boxes and stuff like that. But thank God we have like a neighborhood watch. We look out for each other. Nobody, thank God, knock on wood, nobody ever had any packages stolen from their porches. I did a video about porch thieves. And to be honest with you, I think in a situation like this is something new. Okay, this story came out November 3rd. Now, you might say, well, now what are you going to do if that's what the Postal Service is going to do? So you pay for an extra service. Is anybody going to sign for it? Listen, let's be frank with this here. First off, if the letter carriers come into your house, he's got a mask on. Okay? Now, unless you open the door and welcome him in, you're going to tell the guy, if you open the door, you're going to tell the letter carrier, I'll be right with you. You're going to put your mask on. If you want to wear gloves, whatever. And then you'll commence with the signing or signature of it. They could still do stuff like that. Okay? I mean, if he doesn't want to like actually have face to face, he could slip the signature delivery certificate, his ticket there, whatever, receipt, and have you sign it, and then slip it back through the door, and then be on his way, and then you can get your package. By them not, what are they going to do? So you're going to pay for a service like this? You're not going to have it delivered? That's crazy. Let's read a little into this here, though. Let's see here. Okay, we read the part of how it works. Here's what happens here. Let's read the rest of this here, because this is a pretty interesting part. It says, essentially, the carrier must speak to the resident and ask for their name. Okay, we know that part. Then they scan the package as delivered and record the customer's first initial and the last name, and then enter their own initials and route number. Okay? The Postal Service is discouraging carriers from ringing doorbells, advising them instead to knock on the door, avoid areas that may be frequently touched. This is getting ridiculous. Unfortunately, that means some customers may hear the carrier, and if no response answers, or one answers, the carrier answers the door, the carriers follow the normal left process. Now, let's read a little into this here. Some marketplace requires the sellers to send the items with the signature required, such as eBay, if you create a page, to the advisors or of changes that the USPS and the other carriers have made due to the pandemic. eBay also recently changed its rules around signature delivery confirmation requirements effective October 19th, and then you could read this here in the September e-commerce Bytes blog post. Now, I don't know, the way I understand it, I mean, what are they going to do here? What are they saying exactly here? Let's go back to here. Unfortunately, that means some customers may not hear the carrier, and if no one answers the door, carriers follow the normal notice, right, left process. Okay, right, okay. The normal notice left process. Yeah. Well, the way I understand it, if nobody's home, they would leave, that they made an attempt to drop it off, they would leave a notification saying you have a package to be picked up or whatever. I don't know about now what's going on, because with everything going on with this pandemic thing, it's getting really crazy out there with this stuff. I'm all in favor for signature delivery confirmation when like I said, when it comes to, I call high-end stuff, watches, jewelry, like I said again, cell phones, if you're going to sell laptops or whatever. That's going to be crazy. Okay. Now I don't know. I haven't had anything where I required a signature. Okay. But my letter carrier, I mean, he delivers the packages, he scans it, leaves it there, or if he sees me standing outside waiting for the mail, he'll come up to me, he'll say, "Wait, I got a package for you," scans it, and he's gone. So I don't know what this is going to be, how this is going to turn out, but I'm all in favor for the signature delivery confirmation. This is the first time reading the story, but tomorrow when I see my letter carrier, I'm going to ask him about that person. I want to find out what's going on with that there, because this is something new to me. Okay, I mean, I know about signature delivery confirmation. I'm talking about this story that we're referring to over here. And I'll find out, and if I don't forget, I will keep you guys posted as to what this is all about here. I think they're getting a little carried away with it. There are ways to, I still feel that people should still use it when it comes to high-end electronics or, like I said, jewelry, whatever, because for the most part, you don't want to leave it on your porch. I did videos like that about porch thieves. I don't know which one it is, but way back when I did it. All right, and that wraps up the last part here for e-commerce Bytes. What I want to share with you guys, where you can get free stuff, believe it or not, through this service called FreeCycle. I don't know if you guys heard about it. It's called freecycle.org. Let me give you the URL. It's really basic. It's www.freecycle.org. They got the homepage, browse groups, frequently asked questions about recycle, donate, and sponsors. Now, the way this works, I haven't been on it in a while, but the way it works is you would look in your town. Let's I'll give you an example. Let's type it in here. New York. I live in New York, so let's type in New York. And what you're going to do is you're going to hit the go button here. And it's going to take you to another window. It's going to have the search results, right? It's going to say Roosevelt Island, New York, Southern New York, County, well, that's Pennsylvania, but we're looking for the New York ones here. So let's go to the Roosevelt Island. Not that I live on Roosevelt Island, but let's just use that as an example. And they'll tell you could join the groups, you could search the post or whatever. You could also click on offers. All right, now if I can get there, let's see here. Every time I want to show people certain things, it's always acting up like this here. Let's go back to the home page. Let's try this again. I don't know what happened here. Let's try again. Let's try New York. All right. Every time I want to show you guys something, my computer goes into a little tailspin here. All right. Let's try another one over here. New York City. We'll try New York City here. Okay. We got a normal one. I guess that was not too good. All right. Here's how it's going to look. It's going to have offers, wanteds. Wanteds. Okay, this one here, this person here, this came out today, right? You can see the date's fresh, November 5th, 2020. It says wanted medium, large, and terracotta pots. Okay, you'll see the details here. You could click it on. Now, this is for New York City. And then it'll tell you location was village and date. It was today, it was done. Any condition, this is what they want. Now, if you look over here, where it says all free cycle items are gifted freely and are for direct pickup. Avoid scams. Don't send payment for any reason, including delivery costs. Further updates, you can click here. Okay. Now, in order for me to respond to this person, it says you will need to join this group before you can reply to this message. Now, you may get something here that you might want something, and you would put in here saying this is what I'm looking for. Now, I don't know. I think some people will buy stuff here as well. Let's see this one here: Apple iPad only for a family in need. Okay, for this particular one here, let's look at this one here. It says offer Apple iPad only for a family in need. The location is again Bed-Stuy. It's been for today, Thursday, November 5th, 2020. And it goes on to say this is a clean working 3D generation iPad with an older protective case. I want to give this to a family with children in school who have access to the internet but still need a computer for online learning. And then it says you can click on a thumbnail to make it bigger, so we'll click it on here. Where is it here? And that's how it looks. Nice. Okay. It's very nice then to want to donate that to a family in need. And then it goes on to say here, and then it goes on to say, please write me only if you have a child with this need, and let's talk by phone first. And then again, it says over here, all free items, again, are gifted freely. All free cycle items are gifted freely and are for direct pickup. Avoid scams. Don't send any payment for any reason. Include delivery costs, further updates. And you can click over here for further updates as well. Okay. But also, if you want to respond, you're going to need to join this group because that's how it goes by groups. If you click the next one here, you can see the next story, right? Or next, let's see here. What is this here? That's another one. Here's another one. Like I said, people put these things and want the nutritional drinks, Glucerna, Boost, Nipro, and Sure for a 91-year-old man. Okay, New York City area, and so on and so forth. So you can see the things that people put out. These are things that their people are looking for. And here's all items. If you click this on all items, let's see here. Offer. Now here's an offer. Let's see what this one is here. It says China cabinet ready for pickup. Look at this here. Now, as far as I know, some people, I don't think anybody asks for any money with these sets. That's why I call it free cycle. Look at this one here, China cabinet ready for pickup. Kingsbridge, Bronx, and they give you the description when it was put out. It looks nice though. Let's click it on here. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And as far as I know, I don't see any prices here, so this is for free. Let's see here. Yeah, see, all free cycle items are gifted freely and offer direct pickup. So I'm not going to explain too much in this here, but if you are interested in this here, you might want to check this out. All right. Now, if you want to read a little more into it, you go to the home page, of course. You could go here where it says about free cycle. You can read a little more into this here. They have a newswire, which I clicked on, and it brought me to this window here. They also have a video here, too. Instructional video. I tried to do it, but for some reason, it wouldn't let me update the Adobe Flash player I have. It requires Adobe Flash. So I clicked it on. I clicked on a newswire, and it brought me to this window here. And my computer's running slow. I do apologize. There we go. It says, is it valuable or is it just junk? How to get rid of old stuff. Okay. And this here is from where's this here? I'm trying to think over here. Oh yeah, MarketWatch. I'm sorry. I'm looking all over the place. It's right over here. It's MarketWatch. Yeah. And it goes on. This story came out October 14, 2020. It says your kids don't want your treasures. Here's what to do with them. With all of it here. Here's what to do with it all. Okay, it's true. I was like, even my kids, I got two daughters, and I know for a fact that they're not going to want all the stuff I have. I know that for a reason, because they're like, I don't know if I want to keep that, Dad. That meant something to you, but the heirlooms, I'm sure they're going to keep the heirloom stuff. But for some, there are things out there that what's meaningful to you might not be meaningful to them. But anyway, yeah, and then I get over here, reference symbols over here. But let's see over here. I'm just looking at this really quick. Oh yeah, I'm going to give you a URL for this here. It's www.marketwatch.com. Okay, so it goes on to say here, this article is reprinted by the permission from Nerd Wallet. Okay, parents who are downsizing or simply decluttering may have to get creative at finding homes for all their unwanted possessions, particularly these days. And I'm just going to skip around over here. Let me close this out. It goes on to the pandemic is affecting values. It says some of what parents own may have a real value, but finding buyers right now can be a challenge, says estate appraiser Julie Hall, author of Inheriting Clutter, How to Calm Your Chaos Your Parents Leave Behind. All right. I'm not going to read too much into this, guys. You can check it out if you get a chance. Here's over here, what's news? What's the news means you and your money. Finding homes for everything else. Yeah, that's what's here. 10. That says over here, 10 things your kids don't. I like to say 10 things your kids don't want to inherit. I don't know. There's so much information out there, folks. I mean, you could have a field day with this stuff. But anyway, check it out if you get a chance. And I got that information from Free Cycle. Okay, when I clicked on the Newswire, this is how I got it. I clicked on Newswire. And when you click on Newswire, it'll bring you here. That's why I clicked it on over here. They got the history, and they talk a little about the mission statement, what this company is all about. Remember, it's freecycle.org. And you could also follow them on the Twitter as well. Okay? All right, so let's bump out of that one. Let's bump out of this. And let's click this one out here. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Reddit. eBay has a Reddit thing there, a Reddit page, or Reddit. I'm sure you guys must have heard Reddit, right? Anyway, if you want to get to that URL, it's www.reddit.com/r/eBay, or just type in eBay Reddit, whatever. It'll bring you to this window. I found this kind of interesting, and I find anytime it comes to fees and sales tax and stuff like that, I always like to expand a little on that. But anyway, it goes on to say here, now this story came out 1 day ago, okay? And it goes on to say here, selling fees now charged on sales tax collected, okay? Just warning, it says just warning for all of you small-time sellers out there. eBay has done it again and screwed us over by adding a full 12.35% final value fee on the total amount of sales tax collected. Welcome to the insanity. My average fee will now be somewhere in the 13.4% of the actual sale range, which is more than before I was forced into managed payments. Just thought you all would like to know. Now, what I did, for those who follow me, I'm very curious by nature, and I always like to research things. I like to go a little further. So this is on the Reddit, eBay Reddit. So what I did basically is I just went over here like this. Whoops. I just went over here like this. Let's try this again. And I did a copy, and I did a paste, and it brought me to this. Final value fees now include sales tax collected by eBay. Are you kidding me? And this is on the eBay community chat board. This is on eBay's community chat board. Now, not something like I'm writing up or somebody else, another seller's writing. This is on their community chat board. And when you go to the eBay community, you could read more into this here. Let's read a little more into this here. Okay, we already read the title. It says, I'm a managed payment I'm a managed payment seller with a store on eBay. Please help me understand how the changes to the final value fees effective July 20th, 2020 are going to help me from a financial standpoint. It says the final value fee is determined by the total amount of the sale. The total amount of the sale is a cumulative total of the amount the buyer paid for the actual item itself and handling charges, if applicable, plus the cost of shipping that the buyer paid, but not applicable applicable if the seller offered free shipping, plus the sales tax collected by eBay, any other applicable fees. Okay? All right. And then a person writes over here, why am I paying a final value fees that now includes taxes collected by eBay? Now, I know I printed out the transaction detail sheet on PayPal, and when I print it out, that's what it'll say, taxes collected by eBay. Don't hold me to it, but I remember reading a while back when this whole thing came into play about eBay collecting taxes, and they get a little message in there would come up. In other words, basically what the eBay is saying is, we're going to collect the taxes on the items that you sell at your nexus or your state, whatever. So, like for example, eBay has an office in New York. they have a nexus here. That's the way I understand it. I could be wrong, but being they do business in in New York, they will collect the sales tax for the items in New York. Okay, and according to what I read from eBay, if I misunderstood, somebody please drop a comment below. Please enlighten me with that. And they said, if my memory serves me right, eBay will pay. Well, for the seller, there's basically nothing for you to do. eBay is acting on your behalf. They will collect the tax. And the way I understand it, or I believe to understand it, is that eBay will make the appropriate, what do you call it there? Taxing, they'll send us appropriate taxes to that jurisdiction in that state, okay? The states that already opted in for this, that all came about a couple of years back or whatever. I can't think of the company, Wayfair versus something, I can't remember. They talked about that there, and, the companies out there, whatever these companies got together, and they said, no, it's got to be fair. Everybody's got to pay their sales tax. I don't know if it had something to do with Wayfair, if I'm not mistaken. And one thing led to the other, and then they imposed this thing here where online sellers that do business at the nexus meaning this is where I am. I'm based in New York, and if I do business in California or Florida or whatever, that I was to collect the taxes on those states, and I'd have to send it to those taxing jurisdictions or something along that line. Always do your own research. Don't take it from me. Look out. If you got a CPA or an accountant, talk to them about it, okay? Because people can misinterpret things or misread things, but that's the way eBay sent me that thing. There was a notification about this when it came into play, and it said something along that line. That in other words, they were going to act on our behalf and they would take care of it, okay? Even like I sell on Poshmark, I get little notifications about sales tax on Poshmark as well, that they're acting on behalf of the seller and they're going to take care of it. All right, this is what I understand it. I could be wrong, but remember one thing, you still, even if that is the case where eBay is collecting sales tax and they are taking it, it's got to be a valid point, because when I print out my transaction details from PayPal, I print out the transaction detail sheet and it says taxes collected by eBay. So they're collecting the taxes, and I know what they say when I'm about to say assume. I am assuming that they are, if eBay's collecting the taxes, right? They're going to pay that there to the jurisdiction, and where that tax staying where it's being sold to. So like I said, I'm in New York, I'm selling something to Florida, California. eBay will collect the taxes for that, and they supposedly will take care of it. That's the way I'm interpreting it. I could be interpreting it wrong, so don't hold me to it. However, you gotta, eBay is an income, of course, you gotta pay taxes on the sales that you make selling off that platform. But this is kind of like, you gotta be careful with this here. But let's go over here now. This here, that's not an active hyperlink. Okay, let's read a little more into this really quick here. It says, yeah, you are right. I had the same question here. eBay gets more greedy now. It is actually legal for eBay to make a profit on sales tax by charging final value fees from it. When I hear stories like this here, it kind of like leaves a bad taste in my mouth with eBay. For being a seller on eBay for over 20 years, and I read stuff like this here, it kind of bothers me. Because I say to myself, when is enough, you know what I'm saying? But let's read a little more into this here. eBay, and this story came out May 14, 2020, just to let you know. eBay will also increase the final value fee to additional 2.35% by July 20th. We will actually pay more fees by managed payments. See, this is what I was saying about the managed payments. This is one I'm not too crazy about it. I've been hearing, this is just one of many other people I follow on different groups, talking about managed payment. Some people like it and some people don't. And until you experience something like this here where it affects you, we're never going to know until somebody brings it out like this here. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody brings attention. I can't really voice an issue on it because I don't have it. But if I did have managed payments, I would, rest assured, I would be putting that information out there telling you, guys, I am not happy with it. I'd be upfront honest, but I can't really say anything because I'm not. I'm only basing off of what other people are saying right now. Okay? Let's read a little more into this here. It goes on to say here, this is a new game eBay plays in order to make money, makes money by charge sellers more fees and replacing PayPal. Everyone, do the math. will actually pay more fees by MP, managed payment, because currently we pay 2.9% PayPal fees for sales tax. But managed payment will increase the final value fee to an additional 2.35%. For example, 10% of the final value fees will become 12.35%. Not even mention the additional promoted listing fee game. Well, promoted listings, here's what I could say about that. It's okay. I tried a couple times to promote listings. I didn't think it really did anything for me, to be honest with you. I think it's just another money-making way for eBay to make more money. And they say, well, again, people will make the difference. Say, well, you use that promoted listings, and it stays there. You don't get charged for it. I mean, it doesn't. You don't get like a monthly accrual charge from what I understand. The item stays like that until it sells, and then when it sells, that's when you get charged. They'll take their money out for the promoted listing fee. You don't have to use it. I don't. I tried it. I didn't see anything. I had it for about a month. I didn't care for it. I didn't think it did. It didn't do anything to boost my sales. Anyway, let's read a little more into this here. This includes sales. Okay, let me just recap over here. It says, but managed payment will increase final value fees to additional 2.35%. For example, 10% final value fee will become 12.35%. Not even to mention additional promoted listing fee gain. And the new final value fee will also include sales tax. That means the seller will pay 25.35% on final value fees on sales tax instead of only 2.9% when using PayPal. See, these are the things that, like I said, that when you start reading more into it, you say to yourself, "What is going on here?" I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I put this information out for you guys to get an idea of what's going on. If anybody wants to expand on this topic and tell me how you feel about it, like I said, please drop a comment below. I'd like to hear what you have to say. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's either, like they'll say, if you can't take tea out of the kitchen, it's either you have to abide by the rules. I mean, this is what they set in place. You're on their selling platform, so you gotta either buy it or leave. Sometimes I could say one thing. I think eBay, my personal take, eBay is a give and take company. They'll give it to you in one hand and take it back in another way. I'm not too crazy about the way they operate things at times, and I don't hate them. I love them. Like I said, I love eBay. I've been with them for over 20 years. And I know they try to do things basically to make the system more, I guess, doable is a word to use maybe, for both the sellers and the buyers. But there's times when I really have to say that there's times I think they put too much emphasis in certain topics or certain things, issues when it comes to things of that nature. And I know they got to regroup their money somehow. I mean, remember one thing. If they are doing, which they are, collecting the sales tax on our behalf, from what I understand, I can understand charging additional extra monies for doing that processing, because you got to figure now you got to take, you're taking from, and let me tell you something. From what I've been in, for the last time I did a Google search, there are over, well, not over, but there may be over 25 million active sellers. That is a lot of sellers out there. That's why people talk about, I got slow sales and no sales, or even snail sales. With 25 million active sellers out there, that's a lot. And I got that information, in case you're wondering. I did a Google search on it. I just typed in Google. I said, how many active sellers are there on eBay? And that's the number that came up, 25 million active sellers on eBay. So it's a lot of competition. So you got to figure they're going to charge, I call it like a processing fee, basically. But let me tell you something. The more I think about it, folks, that's pretty much what I want to share right now with you guys. I don't want to get too much in. So I'm going to bump out here, and I just want to make a little closing statement about this tax thing here. I just want to share my thoughts with it. Okay, here's what I wanted to share with you guys in regards to the tax information. And again, this is I pulled it right off of eBay's website, And you could do that there. You could type in, you could do a Google search if you need to do so. Just type in eBay tax information. It'll bring you to this window here. And I'm not going to read all of this here, okay, but I will scroll down to that part where I was talking where they will collect it on your behalf or remit it. And when you scroll down here, it'll say Internet Sales Tax in the U.S. It says, if you sell to buyers in the U.S., some states may require you to collect applicable Internet Sales Tax on your transaction. As of April 1st, a total of 40 jurisdictions require the collection of sales tax. In such cases, eBay collects, let's read it again. In such cases, eBay collects and remits Internet Sales Tax on your behalf. It's right here. Okay? No smoke and mirrors. Now, again, I'm not a financial consultant. I'm not a CPA. If I have questions, I will contact my tax attorney, whatever, or tax preparer, I should say, tax attorney, my tax preparer, and I will ask questions. Okay, and I will find out more into it if I'm confused about this here and stuff like that. I will let you know. I want to let them know, hey, am I in the right? Am I doing the right thing here or what? What's the story? But this here is the part I was talking about. And again, if you want to read more into it, okay, please do check it out. But here it is. It's on their website, not mine. Okay, and that's what it says. And I thought I remember I got a notification from eBay talking about collecting sales tax, and this is what was sent to me. It's in one of those emails I got from eBay in regards to the sales tax when this came into play about collecting sales tax on your internet sales. So this is it, okay? Now, how I find out about this here is, well, I've been listening to eBay radio for a while, and also I think the podcast might talk about that too. They might have done segments about this here, if I'm not mistaken, I believe. You could always check into that there for yourself, but this is what I was referring to, okay? Now that I share that with you, now I'm going to close out this video. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. If you want to read a little more into it, you could probably, I highly recommend, again, go directly to the sites, but you can see the other things I have here: tax exemptions, the Form 1099-K, and if you, in regards to the Form 1099-K, is if you sold at least $20,000 in gross merchandise value and exceeded 200 transactions for goods and services on eBay this year, you are receiving a tax form 1099 for all your 2019 sales transactions, including the relevant internet sales tax. Okay, and then you can read over here the refunds to buyers. And then you could have how to access reports. You can go, again, check out these active hyperlinks. You could read more into it. And you got the value added tax in the EU. Okay, a lot of information. eBay puts a lot of information on this topic out there. But and here's over here. Here's when you go down here, they got these little active hyperlinks. Internet sales tax explained, how it works. Let's click that on really quick. Okay, and they'll talk a little more. Basically the same thing. Okay, well, almost the same thing. It says when you sell on eBay, you're responsible for complying with all the applicable tax laws. If you're selling to buyers outside the U.S., you should be informed about the potential import charges they need to pay for when they receive their item. I don't do any international sales, so for me, this doesn't really apply to me as far as that part goes. Everything else would, right? But that don't. And again, we're back to this again here, the one I just showed you. All right. So anyway, let me bump out of here, and we're going to close this video out. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found the information helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News for November 5th, 2020. I'm wishing you guys all the best in sales. Stay safe. Until next time, bye-bye for now.